Last week, the United Artists Cinema chain agreed to make 300 of its theaters more accessible to people with disabilities. Also, disabled patrons will no longer have to buy an extra ticket for their wheelchair. Good. About time they overturned that barbaric practice. Okay. Grocery and department stores across America have added reserved parking spaces for expectant mothers. Especially excited about this innovation are handicapped drivers, who will finally get to park in someone else's space. Meanwhile, 5,000 disabled Americans were in Washington last week to protest doctor-assisted suicide. On a sad note, the demonstration turned ugly when all 5,000 disabled people fought over 2 handicapped parking spaces. I told you, it was sad. It was announced last week that New Jersey is to be the site of the 2014 Special Olympics. The games will feature over 3,500 athletes competing for 2 parking spots.
Meet anybody? Any heroes of yours? Any big celebrities?
Yeah, I met Larry Flint. He's not my hero, but he's a guy. He's a famous guy.
Sure, he's famous. He's well known.
Yeah, I enjoy meeting famous guys,
sure.
You know. And he came out, he's in a wheelchair, and he talks like this. He goes, "Wah, wah." But he was, it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
No, I know.
He was shot. So Larry Flint was there, right? So afterwards, I went up to Larry Flint, and I'm very uncomfortable around anyone's in a wheelchair.
Right.
Or any sick person.
You're worried about it. You don't know what to say. You don't know if to address it or not.
Yeah, and I'm worried about my own mortality.
You think it's almost infectious?
Yes, I really do believe that they don't tell you how many contagious things there are. He said, because I was in the movie The People Against Larry Flint.
Versus Larry. You were in the movie! The People versus, it was a famous movie and you're in it.
I was in it. I was one of the people that was versing him.
Okay.
So he said to me, hey, no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. So I got close up to him, which you have to do with these fellas, and I said, "Hi, Larry," and he said, "Hi." So I said, "No, of course." I just agreed with him. Anyways, he said to me, he said, "Whenever you're out in California, come on over, I'll take care of you." No, but this is what he said to me, Conan. He goes, "Hey," he goes, "when you're in Los Angeles, you know," I told him I was coming to Los Angeles. He goes, "When you're in Los Angeles," he goes, "look me up." He goes, "I'll take care of you."
Whenever people say that, you think, like, that means nothing, but coming from him.
Now, my Uncle Basil, if he said, "Hey, anytime you're in the Ottawa Valley, come on over, I'll take care of you," that would mean he would make me a nice mincemeat pie, you know, and Aunt Ida would play on the piano, and it'd be a heck of a thing. But when Larry Flint says, "I'll take care of you," I assume that means I'll be having sex with an odd-looking lady, and then he'll come in whacking off on his wheelchair.
Well,
But he's a wonderful guy. Like if my Uncle Phil told me that from Minneapolis, I'd think if he went, "Hey, I'll take care of you when you come to Minneapolis," that means like I'll make you a nice chicken pot pie. You know? But Larry Flint, that means, you know, I'll get you a couple of hot, dirty broads, you know, and then while you're having sex with them, I'll come into my wheelchair. You know? Who knows what it means?
Okay.
You say I don't listen. I tell you I try. And we both got our own problems, but I still try.
I think the supplementary edition of a masturbating, voyeuristic, bewheeled Larry Flint is that's conjecture. But I think what is reasonable, Norm, is that him saying, "I'll take care of you," because if it was like a man that ran like a vegetable store, "I'll take care of you," you might think that you were going to get some beets, some juices. I don't think you'd be paying for the pornography. I think a friendship with Larry is a portal to pornography.
Oh, absolutely.
I see. After numerous requests, the National Institute of Health has finally granted funds to the University of New Mexico in order to test mice for the deadly hantavirus. Although I'm sure the government would have acted a lot sooner if instead of mice, the hantavirus was killing off rich white guys. And in Brunswick, Maine, an outbreak of the deadly canine parvovirus has led to the local Humane Society killing many of its dogs. Gee, I wonder if the Humane Society would kill off victims of canine parvo if instead of dogs, they were rich old white guys. Wildlife officials in Maryland say that increased hunting will be necessary to control the state's black bear population. Gee, I wonder if hunting would be the answer if instead of overpopulation of black bears, there were an overpopulation of rich old white men. Yeah. Yeah. Then I wonder.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind.
One more thing.
Oh, yeah, one more sport?
This is the weirdest sport I saw. A guy shooting a gun. They had a thing where it was like a target, right?
Right.
And the guy goes like this and he shoots the gun. Right. And then whoever's the best at hitting the target, you know? And it was very odd because, you know, is it really a sport if they give you a gun? You know what I mean? Because the gun is a big part of it, you know? Like the speed of the bullet and everything, you know? That mostly comes from the gun.
Right, it's the gun.
And also, I tell you something else, the judges, they don't like giving a bad score to a dude holding a gun.
Yeah, you can't, yeah.
You know, they're deciding their score. I don't know, maybe an 8-6, and then the guy's going, "What? Come on, man, what do you... What's my..."
What can you tell me about New York?
Sometimes I find it easier to start my own.
Really, get the thing rolling, yeah.
I will have a few words with my trusty sidekick, Adam Egan.
Hi, Norm.
Why are you wearing a scarf?
I've been bitten with the acting bug.
You're acting?
Yeah. I think that some producers saw my work that I've been doing here on the show, and I've been cast in a film.
You're in a film?
Yes.
A film?
Yep. I actually brought a clip.
Well, that's you brought a clip.
I brought a clip. I'd love to show it.
That's incredible.
And
yeah, sure.
We
can show your clip.
Well, let's roll the clip.
Okay, let's take a look.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, right there. Oh my God, that's a huge. Oh, right there. Adam, you spineless little jellyfish. That's
That's the latest film I've been working on. It's called Cuckold Sessions #7. I've done several. I've done several since the break.
Cuckold. A cuckold is a man whose wife is promiscuous to his face, and everybody knows it. But...
Exactly. In this particular scene.
And this is a genre of film?
Yeah, a very popular genre.
This is hardcore pornography.
Oh yeah. It's hardcore pornography, but it's got a real following. We have I was just recognized for an award at the AVN Awards for best cuckold film, and in this particular scene, my wife is shaming me.
Now, who plays your wife?
Oh, my actual wife.
That's Debbie?
Yeah. You can't see her entire face. He's a pretty big guy.
Wait a minute. There's an African-American man making love to your actual wife, Debbie.
Yeah.
While you sit
Mandingo is his name.
Mandingo.
Mandingo. Hell of a guy. Real nice guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah, nice guy.
So he has sex with your wife and ridicules you as he's doing it.
Exactly. Well, it's a film. My motivation, I really get into the character. I've noticed, I take a lot of time to get to know the character and really immerse myself in the role and think, how would I feel if my wife, let's say Debbie, for instance.
Well, it is Debbie.
Well, yes, but I mean, her character, yes, it's
Who
Debbie.
does she play?
Her name in this movie, I believe, is Ruby.
Sounds a lot like Debbie.
Oh, yes, but it's just a film. It's a film, Norm. I mean, this, you know,
No,
it's
I
not
understand
real.
what
Citizen Kane was only partially based on reality. Johnny Cockhammer, the gentleman.
What?
Johnny Cockhammer is the gentleman.
Johnny Cockhammer.
Cockhammer. It's two separate words, but the gentleman who directed this film, in the industry, they're referring to him as the Orson Welles of the cuckold genre as well. A real wonder kid.
Now, I was just over to your place for a lovely dinner party.
That was nice. It was nice to have you. We really appreciated that.
It was just you, me, Debbie, and that
Mandingo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I know it's Mandingo. I spent the whole time trying to talk about 42, the movie 42. I didn't know what to do, but who was that? Was that other guy? Was that Johnny Cockhammer?
Yes.
The other guy that was there?
Yes, Johnny Cockhammer. The guy who brought the brie.
That brie.
Delicious.
Oh, suspicious.
Well, I thought it was divine. It paired well with the Pinot Noir, I thought.
So you're going to continue these?
Oh, most definitely. They're calling me the Philip Seymour Hoffman of the genre.
Well, hopefully you'll meet the same end.
Why you going high? Push me to the side. Let's keep going on and I ain't getting tired. Yeah, you try to crucify all the good inside. You go and call 911, but I already died. Yeah, worry about it. Say now, but what you say now?
The kind of porn this guy enjoys the best.
So we covered it.
Cuckold porn.
Oh, he stands there and watches someone fuck his girl.
Yeah, someone of a different race.
Is it always? Is that what it means?
Very traditional way, yeah.
Traditional way. I didn't know. I didn't.
Well, where did he get that voice?
I don't know. It scares me at times. Sometimes it's comforting. But I never knew what cuckold meant. I just click on it.
We are living in a golden age.
I go, can we just tell people we went into the behind and we don't have to really do it?
The behind.
I'm trying to clean up your fucking show. We're living in a golden age of Adam masturbating to interracial granny porn.
Gary told you that one in confidence. That's fine.
I thought of two things. The first thing I thought of was I might owe Drew Michaels an apology because he made a special with no audience and I hated it. Because I looked at it like a swimming meet with no water or like like that's the whole thing. But this was very endearing. It was amazing. This there's no question.
Yeah.
I also forget how poetic he is.
Yeah.
You know, with Norm, like, I didn't know him that well in the 90s. And then when my dad died, I had to do a movie with Norm. And I tried everything to get out of that movie because I was inconsolable. And I couldn't get out of it. And working with him was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. It was like he was the right guy at the right time. I was inconsolable.
Did he talk to you about your dad a lot? Or what did he do?
Never came up. He just made me laugh.
Yeah, right.
He just, you know, and it was, you know, wistful and musing. And you know, Norm is, you never knew he was setting something up or not. We were just hanging out, and all of a sudden it'd be like this punchline out of nowhere. But it started to become like work was like a church I go to. Like I couldn't wait to get to work and just hang around this guy. And I knew he was special.
Yeah.
And I've known people for years and years that didn't make me laugh as much as he did in that 8 or 10 weeks. So he's like a real special person to me. And the way he's funny, I just never seen someone get at it like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like he landed the trick.
Yeah.
His timing is like a drummer's.
Yeah.
It's like a jazz drummer.
But what would the timing have been with an audience? Still perfect?
I can't tell. He's so nice with it. I feel like it looked like it was supposed to be that. I can't. It's hard to explain.
This is like listening to a good book on tape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, that's good.
It reminds me of what I liked about him. He's a soothing person to be around.
Yeah, gentle.
There's something about my favorite comedy it's counterintuitive, makes people feel safe, like everything's gonna be all right. This guy was, in a weird way, reconciling his mortality hilariously in front of us. And ironically, he's no longer with us. We're sitting in the aftermath of the life of Norm MacDonald, watching like him be incredibly alive.
How would those have registered in front of a live audience, do you think?
Not one of the suckers' mother's tits would kill.
Oh, well, that would have murdered. He had a bunch of things that would have murdered.
Because, yeah,
Why you going high? Push me to the side. Let's keep going on and I ain't getting tired. Yeah, you try to crucify all the good inside. You go and call 911.
When he smiled, I could picture him as a child.
Oh, yeah.
He is he was my senior, but he's got a boyish charm. When he laughs at his own jokes,
him laughing is amazing.
there's something just joyful about watching it.
Stay safe, folks. I love you. I would drop the mic, but I paid for it.
That was sweet, man.
Holy shit.
Tearjerker ending. Fuck.
Yep.
Why did you leave Indiana?
Because I had worked at a television station for 5 or 6 years, and I was getting tired of that. I mean, it was fun being on TV. And then I went to a radio station and worked there for a year, and that was right during Watergate. And people would call up and ask me questions about Watergate, and I didn't know. I couldn't answer it. But I met Richard Nixon.
No, you didn't.
Yes, after he left office.
How does it come about that you meet Richard Nixon?
We had a guy who worked on our show, Frank Gannon, who had worked with Diane Sawyer as they were speechwriters for the Nixon administration. And Frank had maintained a nice relationship with the former president, and he was on the Today Show talking to Bryant Gumbel. And so he said to me, after we got done taping our show, he said, Bryant Gumbel is taping these interviews with Richard Nixon. Would you like to come up and meet him? And I said, yes, of course I would like to come up and meet him. Now, a friend of mine had been on our show named Jeff Altman. And Jeff Altman loved Richard Nixon, loved everything about him, loved what he looked like, loved what he sounded like. He was fascinated by Richard Nixon. So I said, hey, Jeff, let's go up and we'll meet Richard Nixon. And he said, oh my God, yes. So we go up there. Now it's Frank, myself, Jeff Altman. And we walk in, and there was a little green room waiting area. And Richard Nixon jumps to his feet. And my first impression was he was a taller man than I thought. He seemed to be about 6 feet tall. And I always envisioned him as sort of hunched over and such. But he was tall, and the other perhaps greater surprise was he was very charming. Oh, Frank, he was so happy to see Frank, and he patted Frank on the shoulder and this and that, and we introduced everybody around, and Jeff Altman, and he was talking about Angels baseball and about how much he loved Carney Lansford, and it was going quite well. And then Frank said to the former president, Mr. President, what are they talking to you about? He said, oh, it's the usual deep throat. It's not much of a Nixon. Yeah. They want to know who Deep Throat was. And so he's just kind of fumphering around about Deep Throat, but in a jocular fashion. Mm. And then after that sort of settled down, he looked at Frank right in the eyes and he said, it wasn't you, was it, Frank? And it was just, I mean, for my friend Jeff, for me, for everybody, it was delightful.
Because he was serious.
Yeah. Just, who knows if he was serious? I don't know.
Was it you? Was it Frank? You don't know Frank Gannon.
Yeah. I know Jeff. I know Jeff.
It's so bizarre to think of Frank Gannon as deep.
Yeah.
Straight to the heart. I went a long time acting like I wasn't broken apart by you.
Says now when Howard Hunt and G. Gordon Liddy broke into the Watergate Hotel, they were wearing wigs and listening devices. And Richard Nixon goes, well, I suppose you could say they were wearing listening devices, or perhaps you'd call them hearing devices. And wigs.
Weekend Update with NORM MACDONALD.
Thank you. I'm Norm MacDonald, and now the fake news.
All right, Norm, I got to ask you, I'm a big fan of SNL. How did you get the Weekend Update gig?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
I think it's for you.
It's for you, yeah. How'd you get the Weekend Update gig? Oh, I got it. I auditioned for it, and then they gave it to me.
What a great story!
Yeah, that's great.
And he said it's pretty good. Yeah. What a guy! How good was that answer?
Great answer. Love
Wasn't
it?
It was good.
Well, the great thing about Lauren is you could do anything you wanted. He would tell you wise things, like wisdom or whatever.
He's like a little Buddha guy, right?
Yes, yeah.
Did it ever make sense, or
not to me?
You'd always walk away going, "What the fuck?"
To other people, it did. Like I remember one time he wanted me. Like this was actually with Weekend Update. They wanted me to do Weekend Update with a lady.
Yeah,
like two of us.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that sounds like shit. I don't want to fucking. That sounds like shit. Like I'm like, if there's a lady and a dude, like, what are we making fun of local news? What the fuck is that? He's like, no. He's like, you'll be. He had some crazy. He goes like, I think he liked me because I didn't understand what he was talking about all that. And he goes like, you'll be Fred Astaire and she'll be Ginger. You'll give her the sex, a comedy, and she'll give you the sex. And I was like, the dancers? What? And I didn't know what he was fucking talking about.
Yeah.
So anyways, I go, I don't want to fucking do it with a lady. Let Franken do it.
Yeah.
So
Franken was going to do it?
Yeah, it was Frank and me or somebody else. So I didn't care that much about it. So because I could just do stand up. But anyways, what happened was funny. Like Steve Martin walked in because he was hosting.
Yeah.
And Lauren, to embarrass me, went, let's see what Steve thinks about it. And Steve Martin doesn't give a fuck about anything. So, but he goes, Norm wants to with the lady, and what he thinks. And he does this big long spiel, and Steve Martin's completely uninterested.
Been dragged into something he wanted no part of.
But luckily, he fucking just said out of the blue, he goes, oh, fuck. He goes, I did this award show with some broad, and they paired me up with her, and she fucked everything up. Like, I guess they stuck him or something. Yeah. So then Lauren goes, oh, there's some support from an unexpected place.
And that's how you got the solo update?
Yeah, Steve Martin, because he was such a hero to Lauren.
You had a bad experience with an award show, and you get to run the solo on the update?
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's a fucking good moment.
But I would have been in big trouble with a lady. But then later they did it with a lady and a dude. Because he kept saying, oh, remember, because I know Saturday Night Live, like all of us, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, remember Jane and Dan? And I was like, that was shit. Like, I remember Jane, you ignorant slut.
Right.
But I also remember all the rest of the fucking shit. Like, he had a hat on and pretended to be from the... Like, they played characters.
Yeah.
And I was not interested in that because Dennis kind of changed it to Dennis Miller where
you do jokes.
Where you do jokes. And you're not doing a parody of a fucking...
Weekend Update with NORM MACDONALD.
Thanks, I'm Norm MacDonald, and now the fake news. Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California. My other friend was mentally retarded. Now, I know you're not supposed to say that anymore, but that's what we said then, you know, and I understand that term. You know, it means that you're arrested. Your mental capacity has been retarded or arrested. So, anyways, I'll say Down syndrome. I don't care. I didn't say it for a long time on account of I thought people would think I was a doctor and I'd have to hit their knee with a hammer or something. I don't know. But anyways, I love my best friend had Down syndrome, you know? I love people with Down syndrome. I wish I had Down syndrome. And I'll tell you why, because they're happy. You know what I mean? They're happy. What's wrong with that? Man, I wish I was happy, you know? I was happy when I was with my friend. I'll tell you that. I would love to have a friend right now, because how often are you happy? You ever be happy? It happens once in a while, you know? With me, it's usually when I wake up. You know, I wake up, I go, goddamn. I'm glad I bought that Tempur-Pedic pillow. That was the best purchase I ever made. But then the light comes under the door and bathes over you, and then your life comes in and gets all over you like a cobweb. You're like, God damn, huh? That's not fun. But you ever go into the mirror and look at yourself? I'm not talking about physically, but just eye to eye. You know, and you go, oh, good God, what's become of me? I'm gonna go back to bed and cover myself up. That's when I would like to have a mentally retarded friend next to me, a guy with Down syndrome, to go, I like bananas. I go, God damn, I never looked at it that way. I like bananas too. You go, they're yellow. I go, God damn, you're right, they are yellow. Ha! What say you and me go buy a yellow banana? See, people get mad at me, and yet, you know, they pity them. I envy people with Down syndrome, you know? And they pity them. Now, who's the bad person in that scenario? I tell you right now, man, if there was some sort of injection where I could be Down syndrome, I'd take it because I'd love to be happy all the time, you know? And some people go, oh, they're mentally retarded people aren't always happy. I go, well, I never seen, you know, like you ever see a cynical Down syndrome guy, you know? You ever see a guy go, fuck bananas, they're yellow, I don't care. Who cares? I never seen it. But happiness, the thing we strive the most, people pity these people that have it, you know? Like they'll look over a group of people with Down syndrome and go, oh, man, look. Breaks my heart when I see them. You know why? They're happy, right? It's on account of they don't understand life's horrors. Makes me sad. Makes me shake my head, sadly, like this year. And you know the saddest part of all? There's no cure. They'll probably die happy.
And then you mentioned before, you know, Norm eventually got fired, and the rumors were that it was too many OJ jokes and that sort of thing, which is ironic because you told me
that wasn't really a rumor. I mean, that was that's why.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people don't realize that Norm could have stayed if he had agreed to let them fire Jim Downey. Jim is one of the best writers in the history of the show. He had been head writer for many years, but he could have stayed if he had agreed to fire Downey. And, you know, people ask me, well, why didn't, and he never, and I'll tell you another thing. You talk about, you know, Norm, from what I know, I don't know anybody. I mean, I was in touch with Norm, but I hadn't seen him in a while when he, you know, when I heard he passed away. I certainly didn't know he was sick. I'm sure his producing partner and, you know, really like a best friend. His Lori Jo, I would assume she knew. I don't know if he told his family. Norm never told Jim directly that he could have stayed at SNL if he fired him, but Jim heard it from other people, not just me. It wasn't even a thought that he was like, oh, they said I could keep doing it without Downey, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a discussion. I don't know if that answered, I don't even remember the question.
No, we were talking about OJ, and actually it reminded me.
OJ. Oh, yes. Look, it was Don Ohlmeyer's friend, and we just kept
hammering him, right? What about you told me that
I'm in New Canaan visiting my little son, and the first thing I see is the sound was off on the TV, and he's sitting in his high chair, and he was like 2 years old, I guess, and so he looks up at the thing, and there's Chris Farley, but with the sound off, he didn't know exactly what it was. He starts laughing hysterically just at the sight of Chris Farley, and then the phone rings, and it's Mike Shoemaker from the show, who's a producer at the show, and he says a couple things. Chris Farley's dead, and you and Norm were fired.
Wow.
And so apparently, and later, guess what? It was like 3 years later, Norm told me, and he had never said this to me, because if our positions were reversed, I would have said it right away. He said, they told me like it wasn't, that they were only firing you, that I was welcome to stay. And I said, I won't do it without Downey. And so they said, okay, motherfucker, be our guest. So that's how Norm came to be fired. He went out of solidarity with me. So
well, I think it's probably smart because you guys together were really good. It probably would have.
He would have been.
He's
fine
great,
without
but
me,
you're great, right?
I've been searching for what's missing, but the answer.
Our top story tonight comes from the O.J. Simpson civil trial, where this week it was revealed that in his first interview with police, Simpson had refused to take a lie detector test. His reason? It detects lies. This week at the O.J. Oh, this is your kind of joke, man. This reminds me of your kind of joke.
All right.
Just from hearing you read jokes.
Oh, I like this. I like the theme that this one has. A man in Taiwan reportedly cut off his own penis to win an argument with his wife. That reminds me of that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, where Raymond forgot Deborah's birthday and he had to cut his own cock off. Oh my God.
Brad Garrett seemed like a long shot. I remember like him because he is so crazy tall. You'd see him at the Improv and you go, how could he be cast in anything?
Well, he wasn't, we wrote the show based on my life, so it was based on my brother in real life, who really was a cop, a New York City cop, but he was like 5'10", and he had this kind of bitterness, but he nothing like Brad brought into it.
This is Robert, Ray's brother. Ray's brother?
Listen, Deborah, once again, it's that time of year where I have to ask you to look deep into your hearts and pockets to pledge your continued support for those of us who risk our lives for you.
Yeah, sure, Robert. How much?
Let me finish. The $20 pledge enables us to upgrade our equipment, fund our community outreach program, and provide our canine division with crunchy treats. Thank you.
And he had bitterness about you, your success?
He coined the phrase, this is what nobody knows, which is what I hate, is that Everybody Loves Raymond.
Which you hate that. You hate that
wanted. Yeah. It wasn't a title I wanted. It was a quote from my brother, said sarcastically in real life. Yeah, he came over to my house. He saw I won like a Cable Ace Award, which we don't. Yeah. And he said, "Look at it. What's this?" I go, "Yeah, I got it at they just gave me an award." And he just goes, "Look at this. Look at our lives." He was a cop, New York City cop. He said, people spit at me, they shoot at me. Everybody loves Raymond. Yeah. And so that got in the show, and then Phil Rosenthal said, let's use it as a working title, just a working title. And I said, oh, it's going to stick, and sure enough, Les Moon does.
Was he your first choice, Brad? It should have had quotation marks around it.
No, Brad, they were casting, I was in New York, and they would keep telling me who they think is up for it, and then they said, we found a good choice for the brother, Brad Garrett. And I said, because all I knew him was from Star Search. And he won. He won the first year of Star Search. So I knew of him, and I knew he was this giant
impressionist.
Yeah. I said, what? And Stu Smiley from HBO said he did this unique take on it, and I saw it, and it was a lucky. That's it. We didn't write that. That wasn't on the page. That persona. And he brought that in.
Does he live in Las Vegas?
No, but he has a place there because he has that club.
I saw him there.
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. Oh, I wish that you would come
Norm MacDonald's here, ladies and gentlemen. Norm, how you feeling?
I'm not a guest though. It's like it's on The View and right?
Were you ever on The View?
Yeah, I was.
What's that Star Jones like?
No, you want to hear my View story?
Yes. Were you really on The View?
Yeah, I was in LA and I was doing some fucking sitcom, and I was like, I was up all night. They wanted to interview me on The View, and so I was already up all night gambling and stuff. And I'd been talking about to the producer all the week through, and he kept having comedy ideas for me. Like he'd go, hey, what if you come out with red hair?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Really?
Are you making this up?
No, that's what I'm thinking.
No, his name is Bill Geddes.
Is he the guy they show on? He's always sitting.
He's the guy they show, and he goes, I go, why would I wear red hair? And he goes, Barbara just got her hair dyed, and the gals are giving her trouble for it.
Oh, still not good, but explainable.
So I don't want to do that. So I'm like, no, I won't do that. I keep going, I'll think of something, So anyways, I remember one of he kept pitching them every day. And one of them he said was, he goes, what if you go out there and all of a sudden during the middle of the interview, your phone rings.
Oh, great.
And he goes, but we don't tell the ladies, Because you pull out the phone, you go, it's your agent, Morty. You go, Morty. My agent, Morty.
Marty Flipman.
So I go, Morty, you can't call me during the show, And he goes, that'll be funny, man.
Why does he think he has to give you funny ideas?
I don't know, but I guess I agreed to that. Sorry. I guess I agreed to that one without.
You did that
You did
one.
it?
Well, I didn't remember, but I was like going towards in the car from the casino to the View, and I still didn't have a story, so I said, "Oh, just ask me about Bill Cosby. I have a Bill Cosby story." So when I got there, I guess without me knowing, he's like, "Hi, how are you? Here's the phone." He handed me like a cell phone, a fake one. I was like, oh, I forgot what it was for. I'd been up all night and everything. So I went out and I was about to tell my Bill Cosby story, and the gals had a picture of me meeting George W. Bush, who was running for election against who was he running against?
John Kerry?
Al Gore.
Al Gore, yeah. Nobody knew he was really bad yet. So, but anyways, you
mean George Bush?
Yeah, I had a chance to meet him. So I was like, oh, that would be cool. Like, you get to meet the president. I mean, the guy who's running to be president. And there's not a lot of conservative support, and because he landed, it was just me and Ben Stein. It wasn't all these like Hillary lands, it's everyone else.
So you met did you meet him?
Yeah, and because no one wants to meet him, you get to meet him, even as a very peripheral celebrity. And I got to go on the plane. Like I would have had to be like Barbara Streisand status.
Hold on, you got to go on what's that plane called?
No, that was before he was president.
Yeah,
didn't he still fly on a?
This is before he was president, not Air Force One.
Oh,
that's what you're thinking, Tom?
Are you still on a private plane with him?
Yeah,
private plane.
No big deal.
That's still
So
no, I know.
So go on. You're on the.
Anyways, the gals show the picture of me like shaking his hand, and they didn't even tell me they were going to do it. And then they're like, all of a sudden, everything's like they're commies or something. You know, it's like they have this picture. They keep making fun of it, like I'm Kurt Waldheim in the forest with Hitler. So, you know, it's just
you feel like saying, "Hey, this is before we knew."
Well, no, we didn't even know then. He was just running. So, anyways, I said, "Well, what about the guy we got in now? He murdered a guy. I heard." That's what I said.
You said that?
That's what I said.
That's what.
I said, that guy murdered a guy. And then Barbara Walters goes, "What did you say?" And I go, "Oh, isn't it a matter of public record? I thought he murdered a guy." And then made it look like a suicide. So she's like, "You're stepping on thin ground, mister." So I go,
Barbara Walters.
Which is not even a saying, so you know he's in trouble.
It's true. It's not a saying. So I go, so I said, I just kept pretending like it wasn't a crazy thing to say. And she's like, "Oh," and the audience was all uncomfortable. And then I hear in the studio a phone ring. It's like a.
Oh, that. Oh God!
Like it's the guy trying to help it out, but it's at a bad time. So I pick up the phone. I go, "Hey, Morty." I go, "What are you doing?" You know, the girl's like, "Huh?" So then I go, "I don't know." I go, "That Bill Geddes guy told me to take the fake phone out and pretend to talk to my agent Morty. He said it would be really funny." So then Barbara Walters goes, "You are one piece of work, mister." She goes, "Just tell your Bill Cosby story."
Oh.
So I go, "No, I can't."
At this point, when it's, are you getting nervous at all?
I mean, don't you feel like you need to defend yourself?
Fun. No, it was fun.
You like that?
Oh, it was so fun. It was crazy.
I start sweating when that stuff
I want to
happens.
see a tape of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get
Probably
it
on
to
YouTube.
Now, what
on YouTube.
part of that is
I think
fun?
I must have it somewhere, right?
Like,
That's
did
a
you
fucking good
enjoy
tape.
like exposing Barbara Walters or
It was just fun seeing everyone like all this
uncomfortable?
It was fun when it was all crazy, and then when that phone rang, it was the funniest thing ever because it was the producer like, it's way gone. The audience all like, he's talking about what? The president murdered a guy. Ring,
ring, ring.
He's like desperately.
I'll save this.
Yeah, but did Barbara Walters realize that it wasn't really your phone? Did she think you were lying, that it was Bill Geddes doing it? Did she think you were lying, you think?
No. I think she, like, because I was just saying what happened, she got... But I didn't know any way out of it. I didn't want them to think that was my idea. Right. Like I ranted about the president and then as part of a conceptual bit pulled out a phone. I had to tell them it was Bill Geddes.
Where did new songs on the radio sounding fake? Friends and Genesis for better anyway. Am I just being too real?
Hey Norm, you're Canadian.
Yes, I am.
So what do you think of this whole presidential mess?
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, you know, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, you know, none of this. He's, you know, he's not a liar, a crook, murderer, or anything like that, so it'd be good to get the... See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Oh.
Who's the murderers? Yeah.
Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, you know, we're not allowed to, you're not allowed to put out no accusations without
That's a little too far.
That's the way it does work.
Let's just go on to the next question.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay? Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen,
No,
we don't need
I don't want to get into this, and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to the next question. So get with it.
There you go.
This is a live show.
Why? Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara, so I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up! Look, okay. Let me do this, okay? I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't shut up. All right, now. Let's talk football.
All right, manslaughter.
Let's talk football.
Norm, did you ever hear the word?
The phone is ringing.
I certainly hope that's somebody calling to tell you to go home.
Oh, no.
Dude, you got a phone ringing.
Oh.
Answer the phone.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The thing is this. There, you know Matt Strauss?
Yeah, the producer.
The producer. He told me it would be funny. He said, like, why don't you carry a cell phone on and then let it ring and then pretend like there's a guy on it.
Is there anybody on it?
No, it's a thing. Pretend.
You know what, Norm? You're a dead man.
Here, you talk to him there.
You know what, Barbara? You know what you said about rage and work?
Give this man a plate of soup and tell him to shut up.
Norm, all right then. Let's see. Norm.
What?
Okay, listen, Norm, listen. Not only have you annoyed us, but I've read that you have actually annoyed one of your idols. Who is that?
Oh, the great Bill Cosby.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh my God, I love that guy. He's my hero, you know, just like you, maybe George or Bill Clinton would be your hero. I love.
There's no stopping you, is there?
No, you seem to like Bill Clinton.
There really, and this man leads into our show on Friday night.
I know.
It's all right, his career's over after this anyway, who cares? Go ahead, Norm.
No, Bill Clinton, who's a great man, obviously. You know, everybody has their opinions, right?
Mm-hmm. Are you moving along?
No,
You're
Bill
going to get to the point.
Cosby.
Cosby.
Oh, God. Cosby.
What's in that coffee? What are you drinking in there?
Now, Bill Cosby is a great man, first of all. There has never been any accusations toward Bill Cosby about any...
Will you just tell us what you did with Bill Cosby?
Oh, I met him. I opened for him at a club, and he was a great man, you know. He's my hero of all time. You know how funny Bill Cosby is,
Yeah,
right?
so I'll get to the point. I'm going past menopause. Make the point. Let's go.
Not everything has a point.
We are learning that, okay? All right, Norm, you want to finish the story, or shall I ask you the next thing?
Well, the Bill Cosby thing is this.
Dear God.
I met Bill Cosby. We're all fans of Bill Cosby, right, Barbara?
Yeah.
What? Yes. Why don't we talk about the millionaire?
Oh, yeah, you know what? Tonight, Norm and I...
please. I like Bill Cosby. Let's talk about the millionaire.
Norm MacDonald and I are on The Millionaire tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell him about that, how you thought he's dumb today. Where do you see him tonight? Come on, Norm. Tell him, Norm.
People always told me Hollywood was like incredibly liberal and biased, and I thought it was untrue. But
You want to talk about the millionaire?
Yes, I do.
You have 10 seconds to
tell how
talk
much
about
you
the
want.
millionaire.
Don't tell how much
Don't
you
tell them what I won?
No.
Oh.
You're not allowed to tell anything like that.
Well, what are you trying to ask him then?
I don't know.
Okay.
He doesn't answer anything anyway. So
All
we'll tell him.
right. Okay, so he's on The Millionaire tonight, and he's on Friday nights, and
on Monday, his taxes will be audited.
So he's on Friday nights at 9. He's on The Millionaire at 9. You can play along at home on Enhanced TV. You are a number. I have never met anything like you. We will be right back.
It's funny
I
that,
don't think it's-
the expression came about. It's a true story because it's always a not.
Right.
It's always not a true story.
Yeah, right.
It is. You're
Like nobody
protesting.
ever goes, "Hey, I got a hooker last night and I paid money in exchange for sex." True story.
Yeah.
This one says, "Remember the old days when tweeting meant stabbing a hooker?"
Bob liked that one.
I am not a big fan of video games where you cannot kill a prostitute. I like the ones where...
Oh, like Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
That was the hook for that game. That's really what people got excited about.
Yeah, throw the girl over the...
Inevitably, somebody would always say, you know, the great thing is you can drive down this alley and you can kill a prostitute.
That was the thing people talked about most at that game.
That's why that game took off.
I agree.
Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
Hey, how about this one? They say pimping ain't easy, Andy. But what they won't tell you, it is much, much more difficult being a prostitute. Pimping is pretty easy. I don't know if you heard pimped, but...
When you get older, you start to get a little short-term. But I remember things from 10 years ago like that.
Yeah. He can remember, like, when he was a kid, but he can't remember murdering that prostitute last night.
You can go to jail for that. It's a whole new law.
I've been told.
How old was she?
I don't remember.
If you don't remember, you're not going to convict you.
Yeah, I'm past that lie detector.
If you were a Russian prostitute on a date with serial killer Andrei Chikatilo, a.k.a. the Rostov Ripper, and he couldn't achieve an erection, that was not your lucky day.
No.
Las Vegas is now home to a 550-foot-tall Ferris wheel. Also drawing thousands to Las Vegas, whores. That's you. That's your voice all the way right there. That's the old the Norm MacDonald lean in, whores.
No. Now listen to this. This would be a good joke for you, I feel, Fred.
Okay.
Just to the
Here's
camera.
what I've learned. You beat up and toss one 19-year-old Hispanic hooker out of a moving car, and they never let you forget it. Isn't that true? That is funny.
That's both funny and true.
Hey, let me ask you this. Did you ever toss a prostitute off a bridge?
What's the French one?
Just saying, I heard that was a sign of being a serial killer.
Okay. You're the worst guy I've ever met. And I mean that in a nice way.
There's the Dick Morris is getting a new show. Did you hear about that?
Dick Morris, the presidential advisor in the scandal, yeah.
Right. Didn't you hear that now he's getting a show? He's there like, can you believe the guy actually getting a show on the TV?
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it's a morning show. It's called Good Morning Whores.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
I'd watch that in a second.
He was a garbage man. He won the lottery. He won the New York State lottery. And he won like $8 million. And he said he's not going to quit his job. And you've always heard that, right?
Right. I'm going to keep my job.
I'm going to keep my job. And there's only one occupation where the person does not keep his job when he
wins the lottery.
You know what that occupation is?
No.
Crack whore. Like, I went to Vegas a couple weeks ago, and a funny thing happened. Hey, Andy.
Hi.
And a funny thing happened there in Vegas, right? Mm-hmm. I go there, you know, to gamble. I meet a couple of midgets, you know?
Couple of midgets?
Yeah.
Little people, I call them.
Well, I don't think of people as little people.
Yeah, your word's better.
Yeah.
Go ahead anyway. You meet a couple of midgets.
I know a lot of people in show business talk about the little people.
Right.
But I think everybody's the same. The midgets, the regular people.
Okay.
You know? We're all human beings.
We're all human beings. That's good. You're not. That's good. You have a good attitude.
Some of us are, you know, short and have weird big heads. So, anyway, these guys.
That neck went out there for a second, but it's better now.
These two midgets, man, they were the funniest dudes. And one of them was telling me that him and his buddy decided to get a couple of prostitutes, you know, because midgets, they can't have sex very much with the women, you know. And, so they say, we'll get a couple of prostitutes.
I didn't know that, but okay. Yeah.
So they say, let's get a couple of prostitutes, right? So the other midget goes, hey, man, that's great. So,
what are they, Cheech and Chong? Like you're two midgets, like, hey, dude. Yeah, man, that sounds heavy.
Well, you know.
All right.
So the midgets, the one midget, they get their two prostitutes, you know, and they take them up to their room, you know, in the hotel. And so the one midget, he gets in the room with the girl. And
they're in separate rooms here?
Yeah, separate rooms, but they're adjoining.
Right.
So the one midget, he gets the prostitute, and he wants to have sex with her, but he'd been drinking a lot, so he had trouble, like, performing, you know.
Yes, I know.
Right. Nobody knows better than you about that. Right? So the one midget, he gets in with his girl, but he's too drunk to perform, and he feels real bad, right? So then, this is what the guy's telling me, the midget. He goes down, then afterwards, he says, okay, get out, you dirty whore, you know? He blames her, you know?
Right, blames her,
Yeah.
okay.
So she leaves, and then he's feeling all bad, so he listens with a glass to the next room where his buddy is with his prostitute.
Right.
And he hears, like, in the next room, he hears, 1, 2, ah! 1, 2, ah! 1, 2, ah! 1, 2, ah!
Right,
1, 2,
right,
ah!
Right. Stop doing it.
Yeah. So he goes, oh, that dirty, dirty midget's having some fun sex over there, you know? So...
He calls him a midget too?
Yeah.
But he's a midget. All right, whatever.
So he feels bad, you know?
Right.
And the next day, man, he meets his buddy midget at the coffee shop. He goes, and the guy goes, hey, man, how'd it go last night? And the one guy goes, oh, man, it was horrible, you know? I was too drunk. I couldn't perform with my prostitute. He goes, but it sounds like you had a good time. And then the other guy, midget, goes, what, are you kidding? I couldn't even get up into the bed.
You know, it's really lucky that you ran into those guys, because it's such a good story.
I know. I looked a happy ending. They did very good at Baccarat, and
They were happy.
But I just have one question. What is this fascination that guys have with prostitutes? That's all I want to know.
Gee, let's think about that.
I'll tell you what the fascination is.
Go, Norm, go.
Instead of going out and spending money on a keychain and a G-string, you spend money on sex.
Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot.
But Vegas was cool. They have a motto in Vegas. They got their own slogan for the city. It says, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Which is not true. You know, you can't kill a guy and then just leave. You know? They'll follow you. They'll find you. They'll bring you back and they'll try you in front of a jury of your peers. So I thought, well, what does it mean anyways? You know, and I ruminated about it. Days and days and nights. Sleepless weeks became sleepless more weeks. And finally, it occurred to me. It was so simple. It was right in front of my face the entire time. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. All it really means is you can go to Vegas, you can have sex with a prostitute, and she will not tell your wife. They're very discreet, the Las Vegas prostitutes. You know? Not like these gossipy small town whores back where you live. You know? These fucking blabbermouths. Down at the beauty parlor with that pale blue thing over their head, whatever the fuck that is. Going, you're Marge Majerison, John Neal's wife? Well, by God. I took a shit on him last night. In exchange for cash. Nice fella. Farrah, the first time I ever saw you, I thought, oh my God, that is one of the whoriest looking whores I have ever seen in my life. And I have seen a lot of whores because I'm a rock star. And, you know, I've seen ladies like in the front row look at me with that super hoary look on their face. And you look hoarier than all of them. And that really means something. Okay, settle down, prostitutes. Now, understand that you each get $20. And this requires no sex. No sex at all. Regardless of what this character tells you. Well, you got a dead hooker in the trunk.
What? No, it can't be.
Yes, it was. It was a dead hooker.
It wasn't a dead hooker!
Hell, I know a dead hooker when I see one. Oh, my goodness!
What are you doing?
I've never seen so many dead hookers in all my life.
Lord knows I have.
Visitors to New York's Times Square this winter are in for a bit of a surprise. Crazy people will be shooting at them. Well, New Yorkers were asked in a recent survey what they thought of the new slicked-back hairdo Princess Di displayed on a recent trip to the city. 38% of New Yorkers approved, 45% disapproved, and 17% said, "You stopped me for this? Now I'm going to shoot you." Well, crime is down nearly 20% in New York City, with only 384 murders so far this year. Only 384? You know, if you ask me, that's still 307 too many. That's right. Finally in the news, what is America's most honest city? To find out, a team of sociologists left 10 wallets filled with cash on the street in various urban centers. In Atlanta, 7 of the wallets were returned. In Seattle, 9 of the wallets were returned. But not surprisingly, in New York City, only 1 of the wallets was returned. Empty and shoved up some dead guy's ass. Well, after a 15-year absence, the New York Yankees are back in the World Series. And some New Yorkers have come up with a novel way of snagging those hard-to-come-by tickets. Murdering guys with tickets and stealing them. Police in New York investigating the deranged homeless man who attacked a girl with a hypodermic needle have made a shocking discovery. He's Mickey Rourke.
I need your love. You free my mind. I need your love. Yeah, you free my mind. And still alive.
Everybody's bringing up these licenses for illegals and that they need to have them. And my question is, where are they getting the license plates? Obviously, we're letting them register vehicles without licenses. And in this day of car bombs and stuff, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Thank you, Dan from Boise. Norm, what's your feeling?
Well, I know that the New York Governor Spitzer, I'm trying to get to learn things, but he doesn't want to issue licenses to illegal immigrants, you know, and I don't know how the hell you're going to get a cab in New York City anymore. I mean, it's hard enough, you know, for me especially, as a black man.
I don't know. Yellow is the best color, you know, but I don't know if you call that an opinion. You know, it's just a, oh, hold on, it's my phone. Hello? I got to phone you back on account I'm doing a special on the TV, comedy special. So I'll call you back, okay? Okay. You see what I mean? Like I flew in from Vegas, I remember one time, and there was some turbulence. And I was like, I'm eating that fucker in 14 years. The thing is, you got to be ready. You know, you got to be ready for anything this world throws at you, you know?
The presentation, considering the circumstance, the presentation was robust, for God's sake.
Yeah. I like
Energetic.
the messiness. I like the dog. I like
Well, the dog in a phone call.
And you were saying that, you know, the guy without the audience, and this is just more, there was no choice. You know, it's different when he just has to do it. The other guy picked not to have an audience.
That's absolutely right.
My guess would be that his plan was to make a big splash, lose, oh, that's not good. What should we do now, Joyce?
Just don't answer, okay? If it's possible.
No, I won't answer.
Yeah.
So should I start answering that question again?
Sure.
Yeah, I think him becoming president surprised him. I think, you know, it's funny that people don't remember, but back in the debates, there was a big issue with Donald Trump saying if he lost, it meant the election. God, are you kidding me? I know, I thought I did. Oh, 1 second. Hello? Yes. Oh, I gotta call you back. I'm on the TV, man. Yeah, I'm on the TV right now. Oh my God. Oh, but I'll call you right back. Sorry.
Okay, I'm not going to
I gotta
ask you
turn
the
the
question
sound down.
again.
Laying in the morning shade.
Norm, did you ever hear the word? Oh,
The phone is ringing.
I certainly hope that's somebody calling to tell you to go home.
Oh, no.
Dude, you got a phone ringing.
Oh.
Answer the phone.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The thing is this. There, you know Matt Strauss?
Yeah, the producer.
The producer, he told me it would be funny. He said, like, why don't you carry a cell phone on and then let it ring and then pretend like there's a guy on it.
Is there anybody on it?
No, it's a thing, pretend
You
thing.
know what, Norm? You're a dead man.
Here, you talk to him now.
You know what, Barbara? You know what you said about rage at work?
Give this man a plate of soup and tell him to shut up.
Norm,
All right, then. Let's see.
Norm.
What?
Okay, listen, Norm, listen. Not only have you annoyed us, but I've read that you have actually annoyed one of your idols. Who is that?
Oh, the great Bill Cosby.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh, my God, I love that guy. He's my hero, you know, just like you, maybe George or Bill Clinton would be your hero. I love.
There's no stopping you, is there?
No, you seem to like Bill Clinton.
There really, and this man leads into our show on Friday night.
I know.
It's all right, his career's over after this anyway, who cares? Go ahead, Norm.
No, Bill Clinton, who's a great man, obviously. You know, everybody has their opinions, right?
Are you moving along?
No,
You're
Bill
going to get to the point.
Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Oh, Cosby.
Oh, God. Cosby.
What's in that coffee? What are you drinking in there?
Now, Bill Cosby is a great man, first
Okay.
of all. There has never been any accusations toward Bill Cosby about any...
Will you just tell us what you did for Bill Cosby?
Oh, I met him. I opened for him at a club, and he was a great man, you know. He's my hero of all time. You know how funny Bill Cosby is,
Yeah,
right?
so get to the point. I'm going past menopause. Make the point. Let's go.
Not everything has a point.
We are learning that, okay? All right, Norm, you want to finish the story, or shall I ask you the next thing?
Well, the Bill Cosby thing is this.
Dear God.
I met Bill Cosby. We're all fans of Bill Cosby, right, Barbara?
Yeah.
What? Yes. Why don't we talk about the millionaire?
Oh, yeah, you know what? Tonight, Norm and I...
please. I like Bill Cosby. Let's talk about the millionaire.
Norm MacDonald and I are on The Millionaire tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell him about that, how you thought he's dumb today. Where do you see him tonight? Come on, Norm. Tell him, Norm.
People always told me Hollywood was like incredibly liberal of bias, and I thought it was untrue. But
You want to talk about the millionaire?
yes, I do.
You have 10 seconds to
tell how
talk
much
about
you
the
want.
millionaire.
Don't tell how much.
Don't tell him what I won?
No.
Oh.
You're not allowed to tell anything like that.
Well, what are you trying to ask him then?
I don't know. He doesn't answer anything anyway.
All right. Okay, so he's on The Millionaire tonight, and he's on Friday nights, and
on Monday, his taxes will be audited.
So he's on Friday nights at 9. He's on The Millionaire at 9. You can play along at home on enhanced TV. You are a number. I have never met anything like you. We will be right back.
I heard you were an ass kicker, too.
That's pretty fast.
I heard you were a rough character.
And the water.
I did. I heard stories.
That's
man.
different.
No.
The
I
water-
heard stories. I heard stories about Norm where a drunk guy comes up to him at the bar and goes, "Hey, aren't you Norm?" And he's gone. He's just suddenly gone.
No, none of this.
Norm's back at the bar
Never
going,
heard
"Hey, what happened? What happened to that guy?"
I was early on that Sunday in Philadelphia. I told everybody to watch it from the early start.
And who else?
Got nothing from it.
And then
I even phoned their agent. I said, "Hey, that's a good show. Nobody's watching it, but I like it, and I'm in TV."
Nah,
they never got back to me.
Never did. DeVito's
What?
DeVito's the EP on that show.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got an axe to grind with.
Why? Because of the fist fight I had with Christopher Lloyd back in the, at the Improv.
Exactly. You remember the incident.
Did you witness something with Norm, with Gilbert's friend Norm MacDonald, while you were there?
I did.
I heard
yeah.
you tell this story.
Well, it was it was
Do you know this, Gil?
It's Ian Maxtone Graham, who is he's a writer. He's written on The Simpsons, and he was on SNL at the time. He might still be a writer on The Simpsons. I don't know, but he's this big, tall guy, and he was always in his jogging suit. He was always out running and working out and stuff. So he came into the writer's room there, and Norm was smoking a cigarette, and he's not supposed to be smoking indoors at the time, But he says, Norm just light up a cigarette. So he's Jay Moore is the only one who does a really great Norm MacDonald. But anyway, he's smoking a cigarette, and Ian, said, "You're not supposed to smoke up here." And Norm said, "Yeah, don't worry about it," or something like that. And so Ian squirts him with a bottle of water, just squirts him in the face with it to put the cigarette out. And Norm took a swing at him, and they went at it, and it was pretty good for a couple of seconds. Two real tall, kind of gawky guys, swinging away at each other. And Farley broke it up. Farley just stepped in because he was, that was who he was. And, so it was, I wish it should have ended with someone going out the window, but it didn't.
An entertaining 26 seconds.
26
episodes. However many weeks you were there.
Yeah, I had some fun.
Was Norm screaming or yelling stuff at him while he was punching?
I don't think so. Yeah. I think there was pretty physical. I think nothing needed to be spoken.
Oh,
at that point.
yes.
Yeah.
No, yeah, cocksucker. Gonna fucking kill you.
Herb Sargent told me that Norm punched a couple of people out there. I think it happened more than once.
Wow. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an interesting guy. I mean,
he is.
He is. I think he's fabulous. I think he's very funny, and I think he's a very smart guy, and he's a very kind of sensitive guy. I mean, he just did this Larry King interview. It's on Hulu, and he's really kind of wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he teared up at the last week of Letterman.
Know.
He did it was so moving.
That was amazing.
Yeah. It was a real moment.
Yeah.
Well, you and I met under unusual circumstances.
We did.
Yeah, there was a period of time in, what year was it? 96? 96. It was a very brief period of time. For 1 month, I was a guest writer over at SNL. Really, really wanted a job. Really wanted a writing job. And it didn't happen. Right. And but
there's still time.
There's okay.
Oh yeah.
And one night I was having a soccer game, and you were an intern there, right?
I was an intern. So I was 19 years old, and I was an intern at SNL, and I was living in Brooklyn with my grandmother while I did the internship, and so she didn't have cable or anything, so I would hang out at SNL like after hours and just watch TV, and she didn't have a computer either. She was Amish. So I would just stay and work on the computer and watch television, and Colin Quinn and Norm MacDonald would always get into these like late night soccer games in the hallway.
Kind of driving everybody crazy.
Yeah, I mean, but as a 19-year-old, it was kind of like, this is amazing! So, yeah.
Well, I was 31, and I was like, this is amazing!
Okay, good.
I felt the same way, because I was a guest writer there, and I would jump in on these soccer games. It would be like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
And people were like on deadline trying to get the scripts done for Saturday. It was like Friday night.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with Norm, because sometimes I would sit in and write on Weekend Update, and Norm got into a huge fight one night.
Right.
In the soccer game.
Yes.
And it was with you.
Yes. Yes. That's true. Yeah. What had happened? You were in the game as well, I believe.
It was me and Norm against you and Colin.
Right. And so then, at some point, early in the game, Colin and Norm had been jawing at each other.
Yeah, they had been fighting.
And Norm was also trying to quit smoking, so he was extra agitated. And at some point, Norm and I got into a bit of a scrum for the ball, and I wound up clipping him in the shin, and then he got really mad, like you do when you're trying to quit smoking, and grabbed me and tried to throw me across the room, which is not how soccer's played. And I pushed him off of me because I was 19 and didn't really understand like stations of power. And then we got into a shoving match and started yelling at each other.
And Colin and I pulled you two apart.
Right, yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And the part about the story, I enjoy the story, but I enjoy the story, but the part I enjoy about the story is that the way one of the first times you and I ever had a conversation was about our period of time, both briefly at SNL, and I told you that story not remembering that you were the kid that Norm was fighting.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and you went...
Yeah, that was me, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of how we met.
Yes, yeah.
This is Norm MacDonald just threatening Seth Simons on the...
What does he say?
So Seth Simons goes, same energy, and he posted a picture of the Joker and Donald Trump, which is like...
Oh my God.
You fucking loser.
And fucking Norm MacDonald wrote, hey, you fucking piece of shit. It's you that's the Joker, a failed stand-up that kills someone who got a TV show. I cannot wait to meet you, and I will.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. That's so sick.
That is awesome. Norm's just like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck.
Is it really my fault? 'Cause you try to hit me with your pity till I can't trust, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fix it.
I'm sleeping with your wife.
You son of a bitch of a motherfucker! Huh? You sleep with my fucking wife? You was doing that fucking Friday night, were you? She said she's going out with her friend. Hey, could you get my Louisville Slugger for me, please?
Oh, Norm, no.
The Louisville Slugger. It's an American tradition, quality, craftsmanship, and pride. You can find them all when a sporting good bears the name Louisville Slugger. We'll be back with Roseanne. Adam Egan, what are you doing?
Judge Judy's the guest. I had an idea.
Oh, you had an idea,
Yeah,
huh?
you know-
What's this?
It's my nightstick.
What's this?
Oh, that's my real pistol.
And what did I tell you about having ideas?
They're good. And...
No, I didn't tell you that. I have an idea. My idea is to pistol whip you. Adam Egan.
Yeah?
Would you come in, please?
What's up? How'd it go?
I just wanted to compliment you. Yes, you have a very nice tie. I like your shirt.
This week, Norm MacDonald.
Can I try an Adam Carolla impression?
Yes.
Yes.
Let me try.
Do whatever you want.
I don't know if I can do it, but give me a subject that I can rant about.
Talk about people that recycle or people that smoke
Let
cigars.
me tell you something about.
Is that what you said?
What is it? He's almost like Andy Rooney.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something first of all about people that recycle. If you're 21 and you're still thinking you should be recycling, maybe it's time for a different sort of, right?
Well, he'll have an opinion on the weirdest things, like crushed ice or the cubed ice. Yeah. Go ahead, Adam.
The crushed ice or the cubed ice?
Yeah.
Well, the crushed ice guy is always the guy that's hanging around the island and the...
Like, how could
He
someone...
wants the crushed ice.
Right. He'll all of a sudden have 30 minutes on crushed ice. It's something about it angers him. I'm not even making fun of him for
The
it.
square ice is more like you get a tumbler, you put your ice in, and you're drinking.
And the crushed ice?
So, that's what it's almost like Andy
ice
Rooney.
is like
It's almost like Andy Rooney improv.
Crushed ice.
And by the way, I don't know if you've seen Andy Rooney lately, but that guy with those kind of eyebrows should not be giving advice to anybody. I mean,
every Sunday we go through this.
It's like if
I agree.
I like my favorite thing about Andy Rooney is he uses way too many examples.
Give me an example.
Can you give us
he's like, there's a lot of cotton now. And medication. Here's a bottle of an antipsychotic I take, mostly cotton. Here's another bottle of pills, something called Aleve. Let's open it up here. Mostly cotton. About 13 pills.
Most people here would stop, but Andy, keep going. Keep going. So you have to commit. Come on.
Here's something called Tylenol. Another one called Advil. I've got 35 of them. Here's the cotton. Here's the pills. You know.
I can let him keep going. If he can keep thinking the thing.
One time he goes, we always use hand dryers in the bathroom, and then the highest production value is the clips they use in the few minutes with Andy Rooney. So he goes, we all use hand dryers. Cuts to like a video of a guy's hand under a dryer.
Yes.
Necessary?
That's the
I
guy's,
don't think so.
The guy's on B-roll.
My headphones keep going in and out, but that's all right.
How's your battery?
If I meet one more chick that wants to become a veterinarian.
He never said that, did he?
No, that's the other one.
Oh. Okay.
That's Corolla.
Oh.
That's sort of.
Oh, yeah, yes.
First of all, if you want to be a veterinarian.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Todd, talk to Adam Carolla as
Todd Glass is with us. The thing about Todd that always got me is he's one of those yellow shirt guys. Yeah, go ahead.
Who did you want me to talk to him as?
Colin Quinn.
Oh, Quinn.
Talk to Adam Carolla?
Yeah.
You know, who cares?
Colin
Crushed
Quinn.
ice. Cubed ice. I can listen to Adam Carolla now. He's going to go off for an hour and a half.
I always loved Colin Quinn because it was kind of like he just missed it.
Missed what?
He was really big, but kind of at the wrong time.
Oh, this is Adam Carolla.
Yeah,
oh, okay. I'm very confused right now. No, Norm's a good guy. Adam Carolla. Oh, Jesus. I'm very lost right now. I'm not going to lie.
It's okay. You know what?
Just shut up.
No, we get confused all the time. We did death. Once you do death on Family Guy, it's like everybody knows you as death. You can be anything. You could build your life as like a heart surgeon, work on that for a while.
Oh my God! I just put didn't Adam Carolla take over for you as Death on Family Guy?
Yeah, Norm did it first, and then think of it doing.
That's right. I just realized that on Family Guy. It was 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh my God, that's Norm. Is that if my questions are stupid, you just you give me a little forgiveness here. Is that fun to do? I knew it was gonna be bad. Shut up! Everybody, shut up! Come on! No one was asking any good questions.
Oh man! It's a.
Wait a minute. Let me try.
It's a Mary.
Come on, that's not fair. I said I prefaced it.
Are you dating?
That was
dating anyone? How's that going?
It's the Mary Hart.
Good question.
It's the Mary Hart special.
But I really wanted to know because that's my favorite show. I love Family Guy. I'm tired of people telling me I shouldn't like it.
Wow.
But
who tells you that?
Who would
some people
say
they go,
that?
which episodes you watching? The first ones, yeah, they're good. But then
Really?
the people that love it, yeah.
Okay.
So is it fun?
Well, you know what? Every time we have Norm MacDonald in here, Sully does something to screw up.
He does, doesn't he?
Sully, get over here. By the way, Norm MacDonald and Kevin Farley, you're Chris Farley's brother, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, a little resemblance going on there.
I look a lot like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they are working you guys.
You know
to
the
bone.
song. You know the song. I have a song for Kevin that I wrote.
Is that right?
We're just starting it, but you remember the song from the old days? I'm not Lisa.
Yeah.
My name is Julie.
Uh-huh.
Lisa left you years ago.
Yes, I know the song, yeah.
Okay, so listen to this one. I wrote
Okay.
it like a Weird Al Yankovic. Go ahead.
Okay. Norm wanted me to do this
Go
on
do it.
stage
Just do
last
it.
night.
Do
I go, I'm not Chris. My name is Kevin. Chris was funny. I am not.
You wanted him to do that.
Yeah.
That would kind of be counterproductive.
I'm
when you go-
living in his shadow.
Very nice.
Trying to scrape a career off some brother of mine.
Wow.
Yeah, Norm wrote that.
You're getting
You guys,
as
nice
bad.
collaboration here.
You're getting as bad as the way Adam Sandler kind of screws you over in the movies.
What the?
What's the last thing he made you do?
always gives you some kind of goofy thing to do in his movies.
Well, I was actually in the last movie. I'm not even in it. I didn't make it, but my stand-in did.
He's tired of you. He's tossing you into the curb.
You're standing.
Yeah. Like he comes off a thing, and his shorts are rolled up, so you can see the guy's ass, which people will assume is my ass.
You have an ass stand-in.
Yeah, because I don't want to show anyone my ass. So anyway,
an ass double.
Very, very seldom does the stand-in get more face time than the
the actual
actor.
Or ass time.
It did happen this time.
So now, has he picked any other weird roles for you at all?
I just did a table read with Al Pacino's in his next movie, so you do the table read.
Really?
And it's really funny when you do a table read and there's an actual actor there. And all the rest of us are just trying to, because you get your script and you read your line, then you go, hey, and the night before you read it in the mirror or some stupid thing. I don't think that was what real actors do. And then I just pick a word that I'll emphasize. I go, I'll say that louder than the other one. Well,
that's what Pacino does.
I underline that word.
Yeah.
But no, you know what Pacino did? It was really weird. He didn't even go off the words, like maybe I don't know, maybe because he's a real actor. I don't know. Because everyone else was saying the exact words, and he can read, but I think he was just trying to get the emotion or something. So maybe the line would be like, hey, you better not go out with that Joan. Don't you know that I'm the one that loves her? I love her.
Yeah.
And then he'll really go like, you're going out with Joan, I see. I don't know if that's I like it. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like you going out with Joan, because the thing is that I love her myself. I love her, I love her myself. I can't do an impression of him, but like he was just all over. He was just trying to find. It was interesting to watch.
Yeah. So you should do that the next time you do a read.
Me?
Yeah.
Just learn to act within now and then.
Yeah. Just start making up your own lines when you do these things.
Yeah. No, but if I did it, like if nobody knew Al Pacino and we were at that table read, he would be fired by the middle of the table read. Because in the table read, he was the worst actor of anyone.
Is that right? Really?
Yeah, like if you saw him, if you didn't know. But it was because it was like watching like if Tiger Woods on practice day or something, just trying stuff over a tree or something. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't care. What does he care?
Exactly. He's Al Pacino.
Like if he was if Tiger was playing me, he goes, I guess I'll just try this. I'll do it left-handed with my foot. So that like Pacino just stumbling around, was knew how to act, and everybody else is like, I can read.
So hey, we've got now. How long have you been touring? How long have you been touring with Kevin Farley?
Kevin Farley is my new experiment.
Really?
How long have you been experimenting?
He's experimenting on me.
There's 40 days straight. I think we have 78 shows or something.
Wow.
By the end, he's going to be a stand-up. Well, no, because he's just starting.
I'm
is that
just
right?
starting. Yeah,
Really?
I just started. I'm more of a.
Technically, he's a stand-up. But I mean, an actual,
Yeah.
I got a lot to learn. I learned from the pro because I came from improv. I'm not. I did Second City and that thing.
Yeah.
So stand-up's kind of new.
So how's the experiment going so far?
He's experimenting on me.
You can tell he's studied improv by that great exchange. You're like, you did, huh? Yes.
Bagging on
You good at improv, were you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it for a year.
Yeah. You can tell the experimenting will go on. This is what he calls experimenting. Like, come on into my room at 2 in the morning. I got an experiment I got to try on you. Come on in. We got some pizza. Let me experiment on you. All right, Norm. No problem.
Well, Norm, you're looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it really?
Yeah, you've been looking good. You got a
We're
tan
just
going
good
on.
liars.
You've been hanging around the pool.
No, I don't have a tan. It's a skin disease.
Big difference.
Well, it's easy to confuse the two.
Well, I mean, it's not serious or anything. But it's just.
What is it?
I'm supposed to apply ointment to it because it gives. What it is it's some yeast thing. It gives me rosy cheeks, but then people always think I'm healthy. So
Yeah, you're looking good.
Yeah, you got a roof. I go. I should just go. Why am I even saying I have a skin disease? I should just accept it. Yeah, I've been feeling good about things.
You got any ointment?
I get out. That's all I'm doing is I'm actually trying to tamp it down with the ointment.
Sully do a decent job on the coffee or what?
Oh, look at it, man. What is that?
It's crap is what it is.
The thing I like is he says, I'd like some coffee. Sully just ran out of here and didn't ask what you
I
wanted.
know, I was
in
trying
it.
to say it. I was like, I can't cream. It doesn't matter, I guess. I guess it just comes one way.
There's only one way here.
Yeah. That's like when I was a kid. My dad was real old when he had me. He was like 50.
Yeah.
So I lived in this little farm, and everybody was like old men. And all the younger, like the old men's kids, had already fled to the city. So it was just my old, we were the only kids, just old men. But I forgot what I was saying.
Your dad was old.
Yeah, but what were we talking about just before that?
We were talking about
coffee.
Coffee, yeah. We were talking about
Sully.
coffee shops.
Your disease?
Your skin disease.
And the kids fleeing to the city.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
No, I go on my little side.
Little ADD kicking in.
We ate bad pizza last night. That I know.
We did
At 2 in the morning.
At 2 in the morning
I went
after
to sleep. And
experimenting.
when you're so tired and you're eating the pizza, and so you don't even chew it, so it's just triangular pieces are falling into your belly. So now they're digesting. I have partially digested pizza in me right now.
And I woke up with salty mouth.
I'm digesting right now.
That wasn't because of the experiment, was it?
Hey, you ever look at a girl, man? You go, girl's digesting as we speak. You know what I mean? If you actually think of what she's doing, you just look at her skin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But all this stuff is going on within her. Like scant feet away, like she's digesting food and turning it into feces.
Are you a single man, Norm?
Oh, it's disgusting when you think about it. That's why you shouldn't think about it. You shouldn't think. They say you treat women like objects. You're like, yeah, what do you want me to do? Treat them as like actual skeletons with livers and stuff? See what they really are?
Kevin, are you married?
He was married.
You said that emphatically.
No.
He was married.
Oh, is that right?
I was married for 2 years, and biggest mistake of...
No. So what happened with that?
It was a disaster. I'm not real good at that whole thing. I'm not real good at it. I just realized that. So I'm not even going to try.
What was the final nail in the coffin on that one?
I just basically me. I think that what her last word was "you're nuts" and goodbye, and it sort of stuck with me. So I'm much happier being, free. And
His
singing.
experiment.
He told me a thing, man. He said, why buy the cow when you can go to gay bathhouses every single night?
You even have him blushing on that one. He looks like he's been in the sun now.
You
Need
have
some
a skin
ointment?
disease, do you, Kevin?
Why do you think I took the San Fran gig?
The guy waits
Smorgasbord.
35 minutes to do the comeback.
That's his improv.
That's his improv.
Yeah.
Timing.
It's timing.
Yeah, it's all timing. He has a typewriter. We have to stop.
A little pregnant pause.
We have to read a newspaper while you're typing. And then he goes, "We're in San Francisco." No laugh at all.
Norm MacDonald and Kevin Farley playing at Cobb's Comedy Club. Guys,
No, weren't you born in San Francisco?
No,
I thought you were.
It's crazy.
I'm
What?
sorry. I don't know. Where were you born? Oh, you were reared in San Francisco. I know there was something where he was.
Yes.
You spent a significant part of your youth in San Francisco.
Weird.
I didn't know the exact story.
what?
Jim McAleese. Did you Google him yet?
You know what? I'm trying over here.
Well, wouldn't you want to get a hold of Jim
It's hard to
McAleese?
Google Canadians.
Because I told you he's
You're-
your doppelganger. He's
you're-
exactly like you.
you're
He looks
telling
like
me-
you, and he has the same sense of humor as you.
Really?
And he talks like you.
What does he do for a living?
He's done a little broadcasting,
Unemployed?
but he's a stand-up comedian.
Really?
But he's a lot like you, and I always go, I don't know, last time I told you when I was here, and you still never found him?
No, I've never found him.
Well, how would you like he could be your guy you talk to? You go, what's going on in Canada? Because you're just like me, so you could have his experiences, and you'd relate to everyone because you have the very same viewpoint. You're like the same guy.
You know what? I think this may be a movie for you.
No, just do
So,
it in
yeah.
real life. It would be fun. You can find people anywhere. Are we doing another segment, or is this it?
This one went so long. I think that was it.
All right, man.
Oh.
Well,
All right.
well, Google him, find his Facebook. Jim Macleese is MCALEESE.
Oh, you know, Baby Huey's going to find him for me now. Yeah.
Put it on the YouTube saying, find Jim Macleese. And then you can put that up on the YouTube, me saying that he should do it.
Norm MacDonald, Kevin Farley playing at Cobb's, Cobbs.com for tickets.
Yeah.
Tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday as well, or no Sunday?
Sunday?
No, you guys got to show
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The experimentation continues.
Yeah.
There you go.
You'll be better by Sunday.
Guys, thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, it was
Thank
fun,
you.
man.
All right.
Lamont and Tonelli, weekday mornings 5 to 10 on 107.7 The Bone.
In Duluth, Minnesota, authorities suspect arson was to blame for a fire that destroyed a mobile home and killed 73 cats. The chief suspect so far, this dog. Dogs don't care for cats much, you know. How could they not know that? This week, Disney released a new CD featuring a rapping Mickey Mouse. To avoid controversy, the CD will not include the controversial hit single, Cat Killer. And in a related story, this week marked the 5,000th performance of the Broadway musical Cats. It also marked the 5,000th time a guy turned to his wife and said, "What the hell is this?" You know, cat ladies, they're so crazy, they're always thought to be crazy. You know who's even crazier? Snake ladies.
Oh, yeah.
They have all the
Absolutely.
This is so your style right here.
What?
The writers, whoever they are, they're writing. They know how to write for you. Just read that one. This is so
Cats and paraplegics have a lot in common. For starters, neither appreciates going into your pool.
No, you didn't read it right. Neither appreciates being tossed in your neighbor's pool.
Yeah, they deserve a raise. So anyways, we go to the cats, you know, and this is something I've heard about for years. Cats. Been around a long
forever.
time. Yeah. Is that what it is?
I think.
Yeah. And I go there. I go what?
Cruller.
So I go to cats. You're not. I don't know if I'm an idiot or if everybody else is an idiot, but it's probably me.
No.
It's about cats. I'm talking. It's about actual cats. So I said to the guy at halftime during the thing, I go out and I say, there's a dude working there. I say, good God, man, that's about actual cats, right? So the guy goes, well, what the hell you expect? It says cats. And I go, I don't know. I thought it was like a symbolism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure, right.
I mean, if you went to like Dog Day Afternoon and there's a bunch of dogs in the afternoon, you'd want your money back.
Literal, exactly, yeah.
Am I able to have a good time? My cat just had a heart attack.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he had a heart. You ever hear such a crazy thing?
No, I didn't know they got things like that.
Yeah, they get heart attacks. So I got it off Steve Corrin, this writer up at
Sure,
Saturday Night
I know
Live.
him, yeah.
Yeah, so he gives me his cat. Turns out it's some kind of a defective cat, you know? So he's a nice cat, and everything, I'm getting along with him. I come back to my apartment last week. The cat's like foaming at the mouth. He's shaking like this. He's foam coming out. So I didn't want to get near it. I thought maybe he'd, you know, who knows? He was delirious. Maybe he'd think I'm a mouse. So I said, I didn't want to get near him. So I phoned 911. You know, I panicked. I phoned 911.
Right.
Which it turns out it's just for people. I didn't know that.
Didn't know either.
They got mad, man. They said they would have me arrested if I phoned back.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, you know, I love this cat. It's a good cat. So I took him down. I got him in a cab, and I took him down to the hospital, the animal hospital. And the guy tells me my cat had a heart attack. He takes him away. He says, oh, yeah, he had cardiac arrest and stuff. And he started asking me questions about, like, he says, I said, what would cause that? He goes, you know, diet, stress.
Stress?
Yeah. Well, he had a big promotion coming up. So, and then he let me visit the cat. He says, you can visit the cat, you know. There's visiting hours. I go, all right. So you go in this room, and then they bring the cat in a cage. He's all drugged up. And then they put the cat, like, on a bed. And then the guy goes, okay, we'll be back in a half an hour. You have half an hour, you know? So I'm with the cat, like, for half an hour. So after 5 minutes, you know, I figured, I got a life to get back to. You know, it's a cat. So we go out, and so afterwards he told me he had a lot of, he said he could have an operation, which was like $4,000, which, you know, I could buy like 100 cats for that, you know? But then I figured, what the hell would I do with 100 cats?
Right. So you got the cat. You sprung for the operation.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, there was another thing where he's on medication, you know, and I have him on medication. I have this medication. And he said there was some good news and bad news. He said the bad news was the cat only has like a 20% chance of survival, but he says the good news is it's just a cat.
He's a bad doctor. He's a bad doctor, too. Well, what else is going on? You went back? Did you get in the holiday spirit? Are you a kind of guy that gets, you know,
I try to do something nice, you know. You ever try to do something nice?
No.
Oh.
It's not my style, Norm.
But it was Christmas in New York, you know, and I was alone. So anyways, there was a diner that I always go to near my house. It's a really nice diner. And so I went there, and there was this homeless bum there, you know.
Just say a homeless guy. It's not politically correct to say bum. But I can't say homeless bum.
No, I thought they didn't like to be called bums.
Yeah, right. A homeless guy, yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, there was
I'm not going to let you get to this story. I'm just going to keep giving you a hard time about bums. You meet a bum, a hobo, a tramp.
A tramp, yeah.
He had a little stick with a thing on it.
He was from the 1930s. Yeah, okay.
And so he says to me, he says, can I get some money off you? And I don't like giving the homeless bums money. I'll tell you why. Because I figure they'll do the crack. Right?
They'll do the crack.
Yeah,
okay.
my mom says never give a homeless bums money because they'll go do the crack. So I said, okay. I said, I don't want to give this guy money. He'll go to the guy. I said, why don't I just bring you in the diner, you know, and I'll get you a meal. I'll buy you a meal. It's Christmas, you know, it'll be nice. So the guy goes, okay. So we go in the diner and we order, you know, the meal. And this guy just keeps ordering food, you know, like he's really hungry.
Yeah.
And so he orders and orders and orders, and I'm like, well, you know, you got to be nice. Got to the, you know, thing.
Sure.
And so I order like a soup or something, and then all of a sudden, like, this unbearable stench comes off the guy. Huge stench.
Really?
It smelled like.
That's okay.
Anyway, so I don't know what the smell was. But it was like it was like human waste or something, you know. And it seemed to be coming from the guy's like trousers.
Norm, so I said that's okay.
Okay.
I was like, the stench is enough. We all can do the rest in our heads.
Yeah. So this stench fills the diner, right? So I have to go to this diner, right? So everybody's looking at me like, what the hell did you bring a homeless bum in the diner for? With a stench, you know. So I'm like, I'm trying to eat my soup. I can't even eat it, and I'm wishing I'd bought this guy crack. I wish I'd got, you know what I mean? I wish I'd gone found some crack and bought it for the guy. So, anyways, and everybody hates me. The guy that, you know, I have to go there every day. And so then the end of the meal comes. This guy's ordered everything, and I'm looking at my wallet. I only have like 28 bucks. It was like 31 bucks. All I had was a soup. And so now basically we're two homeless bums, you know? Neither of us. So I go, look, buddy, and he's been jabbering about Rockefeller. He was at Rockefeller's funeral. I didn't know what he was talking about. And I go, look, buddy, you got to come up with something here, you know? Kick in something.
You want him to? Yeah, that's only fair.
He ate almost everything. I had a soup. He was having a hamburger. So the guy goes in his pocket, and then I didn't want him to. Who God knows what he has in his pocket, right? But he had some coins, and they were all gross, and they were like, some of them were black. Anyway, that's my Christmas story.
Man, wow! What a yarn spinner. You're a regular Garrison Keeler over here. And some of the coins were black. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. And you close the book and kiss your child good night. That's a nice story.
We've been down this road together. We've been seeing the colors fade.
I took a homeless guy and said, I'm going to take you to this diner that I always go to. So I go there with him, you know, into this diner, sit down to get me a meal. Good God, if the guy, the unbearable stench of urine starts coming off this guy. So nobody wants that in a restaurant. You know?
You don't want that.
So I'm like, all right. Everybody's like trying to eat, you know. So the guy orders his food, and I'm trying to talk to him. He starts telling me about how, this is his idea of a conversation, this guy. Starts telling me about how Governor Rockefeller is poisoning the pigeons right in the city. So I tell this guy, I go, what are you, retarded? I said, Governor Rockefeller. I said, the governor of this state is Pataki, Governor Pataki. He says, no, you know. He talked weird. He was like, the pigeon. He says, the pigeons are the cleanest animal you ever seen. I go, I'm not arguing with you, buddy, but I'm telling you, the governor's name is Pataki. That's unbelievable. He's crazy. Turned out he wasn't retarded. He was, you know, woo. You know, I've noticed lately, everybody has an opinion. And when I was young, it wasn't that way, you know. People would have maybe, 6 opinions, you know. Sometimes you meet a guy, he'd have 8 opinions. You go, God damn, that guy's opinionated. But about 6 opinions, that'd be about, and most of them were about food, you know, tell you the truth. People would go, Count Chocula, what the fuck's wrong with you? Stuff like that. You know, I mean, I have opinions. I mean, I have opinions that everybody holds, you know, like, I don't know. Yellow is the best color, you know, but I don't know if you call that an opinion, you know, it's just a, oh, hold on, it's my phone. Hello? I gotta phone you back on account I'm doing a special on the TV, comedy special. So I'll call you back, okay? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, I was saying I don't got really no opinions, and I know a lot of people don't have opinions on account of I see it on the TV. Like I'll watch CNN, and they'll ask a question, and sometimes it's tough, you know. They'll say like, "What do you think that Southeast Asian Sea treaty? How do you think that'll affect the gross national product of Singapore?" And anyways, at the end, they ask that question. You know, do you think it's good, yes or no? And then at the end, they show the answer. I'm a sucker for a poll, you know. So I always like to, I take, you know, I take part in, at the end, you will always see the same thing. It will be like, they'll show the poll and it's in like a pie chart, you know. And then you'll go, God damn, I wish I had some pie. Anyway, they show in a pie chart and it'll be like 45% yes, 45% no, 10%. I don't know. So that's fine, you know. I'm not ashamed of being part of 10%, you know. Sounds small, but 10% of this great country, that's 35 million people, you know, that don't know. That's fine. And I'm a sucker, man. I always, anytime I see one of those polls, I phone up, you know. I go, hello, is this the TV? Yeah, you asked a question earlier. I don't know. I don't know the answer to the question. But listen, I got a question for you. What'd that second word mean anyway? It did? All right, well, I better end up in that poll that looks like a pie, fella. I'm no sap. And then I hang up my phone.
Why you going high? Push me to the side. This keep going on and I ain't getting tired. Yeah, you try to crucify all the good inside. You go and come now.
Opinions are like assholes. Neil Patrick Harris wants to stuff. You should let me read this ahead. Opinions are like assholes. Neil Patrick Harris wants to stuff his cock in them. Oh, wait, that's just assholes. It didn't get a laugh, but I'm laughing. That's very funny.
As they say, all politics are local. Apparently, you guys have a little history because you used to be the manager of this is my trusty sidekick, Adam Egas. You used to be the manager of the Tempe Improv, the best club in the country.
Right. And I did 10 minutes once in front of him, and then I never played there again.
Wait, when did this turn into Crossfire? And secondly, I didn't ban. Who
banned me?
I think it was Howard.
Yeah,
Howard.
But you're part of the same regime.
No, all right. Well, technically, yeah. But
Howard was an old man.
Yeah, like Kim Jong-un, right, has a soldier, but like
sure. Yeah, I'm just following orders.
But you're a part of the thing.
All right, I admit that.
All right. And what did I do?
You know who else said they were just following orders? Hitler.
Well, Stalin was just like that.
Yeah. What did I do?
I think you took your pants down.
On stage?
Yeah, he got pretty naked on stage.
Well, I wanted to prove a point. I said that, you know, skin color is only that's your skin color, and we're all pink on the inside, so I showed him my butthole.
I remember now.
Yeah, and that was my opener, and he didn't like that.
It's like Lenny Bruce.
It was a real opener.
I'm scared of letting go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go. I'm scared of letting go, go. I'm scared of letting go of everything in the past.
Black is great.
Black is great.
Black is fantastic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, black is fantastic.
Even though, you know, they're not black anymore. But then again, we're not white. right?
Right.
We're pink like his fucking asshole. We're all,
Seen it.
We're all the colors of Bobby's asshole deep down. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like you could do that as a poem, like some slam poetry. That's what you should do, Bob. You should go on like
slam poetry?
Slam poetry thing
What do you mean?
in New York City. Well, they have these, I saw a wonderful play. A guy went on a trapeze over the audience. This was at the height of the AIDS epidemic, and he cut himself. And his blood, his AIDS, his AIDS-filled blood went all over the audience. And then we cheered because we were afraid to be politically incorrect. So instead, we contract AIDS.
But wait, you were at the show?
Yeah.
You were being sprayed with AIDS blood?
Yeah, we all got full-blown AIDS within a week.
Fucked up circuit.
Did you get your money back? No, we pretended it was good because we'd rather get AIDS than be called homophobe. But this guy said one of the most disturbing things to me.
Yeah.
He said he was very into the S&M, gay S&M scene. And he said he loved when guys with AIDS would fuck him. He said something like, when they pumped their death up my hot ass. I was like, oh, wait.
It was like a badge of courage, almost.
Yeah, it's real Stephen Crane moment.
Oh, man.
There was a girl that used to hang around SNL. So she'd be standing like this far from you, and her breasts would be touching your shoulder. You know what I mean? Like it was insane. And
it's not her fault.
no, of course not. But
It's just her human body.
they broke
It's
up.
like saying, God, Norm, he stands near me. His cock is nowhere near me. Can you believe this guy? Sorry.
I just want the new people. Hey, guess what? There's a young girl that's middling attractive that swears a lot. Let's get her. What? Is that the new fucking thing?
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman, hysterical.
Right.
Who's funnier than her?
Nobody.
No, except dudes. But,
Nobody.
but I think she spawned these other ladies that they forget that she's funny, and they think the whole point is just to be
semi-hot,
attractive, and then talk about sucking cock. And
you got to show
shit.
a lot of leg. You got to show a lot of leg with little skirts on, and then talk about sucking cock and manipulating balls with your hand, and it's hysterical.
Bring back Phyllis Diller. Some ugly old bag. Rosemary. Those are the funny ladies.
Wow. Whoa, that is old.
The funny ladies always used to be ugly old bags. Or Roseanne. You know. Have you ever had a job other than show business? No, right?
No, I mean, I was a waitress, but...
Pretty quick, though.
Yeah, you
It was the first time I ever saw a penis.
When you were a waitress?
Yeah. My boss.
Jesus.
Can you change perception? Like one time I remember there was a magazine and it said, Elle or some ladies' magazine, big breasts are out. And I was like, can you really do that? And like, so 1996, those huge, juicy tits.
Yeah. Everybody hates those big, heavy, juicy tits. Gross.
Icky. No
offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
You got me, Norm. Oh, baby.
Hey,
that's dangerous.
it is dangerous. Oh, here we go. We've got creator and the star of Comedy Central's hit series, the Sarah Silverman Program, and she's a member of the comedy collective Jash, and also Sarah Silverman is a wonderful person that I'm really happy to be around right now.
Thank you, Jenny Slate.
Straight up, sunglasses.
You know how I feel about you and about sunglasses.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I hope this our bit works out. We'll see. It'll be fun.
Hey,
Norm, thanks for dressing up.
Hey, Sarah, listen, man. Congratulations. That's the 100th time that joke's been done tonight. But I also want to tell you, I have a bet with Daniel Kellison, a rather large figure.
Daniel Kellison, who put this whole thing together, way over his head.
He says you can explain what the fuck Jash is.
Jash is
pay up, fucker.
Jash is a comedy collective, a united artists, if you will. Uniting myself, Reggie Watts, Michael Cera, and Tim and Eric. And what do? We do whatever we dream up. We shoot it, and it goes on there. We can fail, we can do well. It's total freedom.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
You got me, Norm.
I mean, I've never heard the word collective.
I know, but
Leon
Daniel
Trotsky.
puts buzzwords in my head, and then I just blind.
All the stars are here. Bobby McFerrin just showed up.
Norm, didn't you used to host the news on Saturday Night
I know,
Live?
man. This whole thing's got me thinking I gotta fucking get back on TV.
I was at a party with a friend and I noticed you first, and you returned my gaze, knew how to quench my thirst. You took me to that room like a dream come true. The dance you performed was just for me and you. Kisses on the neck, then you work your way down. Let yourself go for me all around town. Seductively stood.
Most embarrassing moment of your life. So many to choose from. I know you've mined probably a few of them for your little stand-up sketches.
I have to be honest. I
want a new scab peeled off here.
I've never said this out loud. I want people to see me in a sexual way, but I was on SNL the year I was at SNL, but I was in Los Angeles for hiatus for some reason. I didn't live here. And I went to soup. I was having dinner, and then I was going to take the red eye back, and I was to pick up Norm MacDonald in my rental car, and we're on the same flight back. But I think he was in first class and I was in coach. So I went to Soup Plantation before and had dinner with some friends, and then it just hit me like your story that I don't know if you told while we were doing this.
Yeah, 5-pound weight dropped down in your belly.
That happened to me, and I had the diarrhea of a lifetime in the bathroom at Soup Plantation. Like,
not a luxurious bathroom.
Like when you think it's over and you've cleaned up and you're getting up and you stand up and you go, oh my God, it's starting all over again. It was like that. It was like I was sweating, like I wanted to take my shirt off.
Yeah, and you've already wiped thinking it was done. Now you got to wipe again.
And I'm very meticulous. I mean, I
front to back?
Yes.
Okay.
This just made me think of Harris Whittles said about Rob Schraub that most people wipe front to back, he wipes side to side. That makes me laugh. Okay, so I'm like sick. I'm sick, okay? So I clean myself up, and I go to pick up Norm MacDonald, who I worshipped, at that time, and I pick him up. And we're driving. I've never told this story. I've never told him this. And we're driving to the airport. And Norm goes, what the fuck? It smells like fucking diarrhea in this car. And I'm going, what? And my heart is going bam, 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 bam. And he goes, did you fucking shit in your pants? And I go, what? I don't know what you're talking about. And I we roll down our windows. And I'm thinking, what is he smelling? Like, I must have, stepped on it or something. Like, it literally, I don't know what it was. And to this day, I was clean. I swear to God.
And this was your worst nightmare.
It is still to this day probably my worst nightmare. And he's going, fucking smells like fucking diarrhea in this car. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you, Norm. But in my heart, my heart is just pounding out of my chest, and I'm just like, what is wrong with me? And I'm feeling it again. And then we get to the airport, and I go to the bathroom, and I'm totally clean. I don't know, I'm still to this day, I don't know if it was on the bottom of my shoe.
Or maybe in that, when your underwear and pants form a little hammock underneath you.
I don't have that. I'm a lady.
Yeah.
I don't know, or maybe it was a crazy coincidence. It makes more sense that Norm shit his pants and was yelling at me for shitting his pants. He's a guy who literally took a shit and then forgot to wipe and walked away and pulled up his pants because he was on the phone. So anyway, he just told that story on Stern, I think. That was it. He boarded the plane, did not even like say goodbye or anything. He just like got on the plane way before me, and I never saw him again until we got to work on Monday.
Wow.
But I've remained good friends with him. But
You never told him this story?
No, I've got to ask him about that. I guess what is there to ask?
Well, he listens to every podcast, so he will probably
Good.
reach out to you
Let's
after
get
hearing
this
Can you imagine
out.
if he was still angry, like all these years later? You fucking denied it.
Well, that was what's scary is he was angry. It wasn't like, oh my God, do you smell that? What is that? Is that this area? I hope you don't think that's me.
You always
It was
give somebody an out.
It was just an accusatory anger.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
wanted to,
Shit your pants.
honestly wanted to just drive the car into a wall and kill us both. Would have
Wow.
been less embarrassing.
Wow.
Why did I tell this story?